Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am Tanzeel Rehman and today I will deliver a lecture on ecological classification of fishes. In today's lecture, first of all we will discuss about the biodiversity of fishes. Then we will move toward their habitat. And at the end, we will discuss the classification based on their ecology and their environment. First of all, their biodiversity. The biodiversity of fishes in the world. Biodiversity of fishes. There are about 1.7 million species in the world, out of which near 34,000 species of fishes exist. And out of those 34,000 species of fishes, there are about 26,300 species of bony fishes exist in this world, which means bony fishes contribute most of the part of species of fishes. Now we will discuss about their habitat, the habitat of fishes. There are two different habitats which are the most common in which fishes live: freshwater and the salt water. Freshwater includes all the lakes, ponds, rivers which have fresh water having low salt concentration, and about 41.2% of the fish species live there. And the second habitat is salt water, which includes sea, oceans, which have high concentration of the salt in it, and about 56.2% of the fish species live there. Now we will come on their classification, the ecological classification of fishes. The classification of fishes based on the ecology and their environment. Now let's discuss this. There are 8 types of fishes. There are 8 different groups of fishes which are classified based on their ecology or the environment. The first group is primary freshwater fishes. Then the second group is secondary freshwater fishes. The third group is diadromous fishes. The fourth group is fishes of warm water littoral. The fifth group is fishes of cold water littoral. The sixth group is fishes of continental slope. The seventh group is epipelagic fishes. And the last and the eighth group is deep pelagic fishes. Now we will discuss each of these groups briefly. The first group, which is the primary freshwater fishes. These types of fishes cannot live in salt water. The number of these species is about 9,036, which is 33.1% of the total species, of which 8,494 species, which are 94% of primary freshwater fishes, belong to the class Cypriniforms and Siluriforms. Uh, in this pic you can see there is a Cypriniform. The second group is of secondary freshwater fishes. These types of fish live mainly in freshwater but can live in salt water at any stage of their life cycle. There are about 2,210 species that belong to this group, which contribute about 8.1% of the total species of the world. Most of the fish belong to the family Cichlidae and Cyprinodonti. You can see a ciliary fish below in the picture. The third group is Diadromous fishes. One part of the life history of these species of fish is spent in freshwater and the other in saltwater. Means the almost half part of these fishes live in freshwater and then half part in saltwater. About 1.60 species of fish belong to this group, which contribute 0.6% of the total fishes of the world, including catadromus, eel, anadromous salmonids, and galaxids. There is a picture below which is of the salmonid. About the salmonid, during their reproduction time, they travel to the freshwater from the seawater where they lay eggs and die there. And then the little salmonids hatch from the eggs and they start traveling towards the sea water. The fourth group is fishes of warm water littoral. These types of fish live in areas up to a depth of 200 meters. The number of fish species is about 10,890 species, which contribute 39.9% of the total fishes of the world. Perciforms are the main fish of this group. In the picture below, you can see a perciform fish. The fifth group is fishes of cold water littoral. They live in areas up to a depth of 200 meters. There are about 1,530 species, which contribute 5.6% of the total fishes in the world. Notable fish are gadids, which include cords, hakes, etc., zoorkids, cold water blinoids, and scolminiforms, which include rockfish, sculpins, poachers, etc. You can see a rockfish in the pic below. The sixth group is fishes of continental slope. The area is located below a depth of 200 meters. About 1,650 species of fish live in this area, which contributes 7.4% of the total fish species in the world. Notable fishes are macrolids, which include rattles, grenadiers, brotulids, zoorkids, anguilliforms, and scorpioniforms. You can see a lionfish below in the pic, which belong to this group. The seventh fish group is epipelagic fishes. Fishes of this group live 200 meters above sea level. There are about 355 species available in this group, which contribute 1.3% of the total fishes of the world. Notable fish are scombroids, which includes tuna, mackerels, and exocytids. You can see a tuna fish in the picture below. The last and the eighth group is deep pelagic fishes. The fishes of this group live below 200 meters. Mesopelagic and bathypelagic subregions belong to this group. There are 1,365 fish species that live in this region, which contribute 5% of the total fish species in the world. The main fishes are stomioforms, myctophiforms, and deep sea anglerfishes. You can see a deep sea anglerfish in the picture below. These are the some references from which I have taken all the data and delivered a lecture on the ecological classification of fishes. Thank you so much students for listening. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. Please like and subscribe the channel and also comment below.